Good evening, I'm Justin Betty. Today, Wisconsin passed the milestone of 200,000 COVID-19 cases since the pandemic began. Those according to latest numbers from the Department of Health Services. Just shy of 2,000 people across the state have died from COVID-19. And healthcare leaders have been busy trying to handle it all recently. The Secaucus Chippewa Community's health clinic added over 1,000 new patients to its register since the pandemic began. Newswatch 12's Cooper Henkel joins us now live in studio with more on their strategy. Cooper?
Health clinic leaders say aggressive testing combined with an early adaptation of new testing technologies helped to slow the spread of COVID-19 among the community. But as Health Director Jamie Zarda told me, their capacity is just beginning to expand. And that's
Life
key.
does not stop when the pandemic came. And so we know people have to go shopping. People have to go to appointments.
Health Director Jamie Zarda says the Secaucus Chippewa community has made it a priority to stay safe during the COVID-19 pandemic.
You're being exposed every day to COVID-19. We are just wanting to make sure that it does not come to this community. And if it does, it's very limited that it comes to the community.
And making sure they could keep up with the community's needs meant adapting rapid testing early on.
We don't just test people that call and want to test. We test all of our employees weekly. We test any vendor that's coming into our community, as well as any contractor that comes into our community.
That quick turnaround also enables for quick contact tracing.
Other than the state, which may take a couple days to finish contact tracing, we are able to finish contact tracing within a couple hours.
Helping to keep the clinic and its staff healthy.
We are able to let them know about a member in their community who has tested positive, and they are able to stop that spread right away.
They also have their first antibody testing event this Tuesday, the 27th.
You need a doctor's visit to go with that. So what we do is a telephonic visit, and then you will come in and have the lab drawn. That will tell you whether you have ever had COVID or not, if you have the antibodies in your system.
That helps medical providers track the effects of COVID-19 on people in the long term.
Who's holding the antibodies? How long are we holding them? What the values are. And that is going to enable us to share with Indian Health Services and other people the data.
This proactive, progressive testing procedure is leading to a permanent expansion of the clinic.
We are expanding by opening a pharmacy, getting a larger lab. So those are all things that will help us for years to come, as well as possibly expanding more.
The SCC Health Clinic will be holding their first antibody testing event tomorrow. You do need to call in for an appointment. You can use the number here on your screen. You can find all this information on our website, wjfw.com, as well. Drive-through testing will be available. This isn't going to be their only testing event, so if you can't make it tomorrow, don't worry. The clinic hopes to have similar events once or twice a month going forward. Justin?
Thanks, Cooper. Outside today, Jeff, a little chilly and getting colder tonight.
Yep, our coldest low temperature in October in Rhinelander is 2. Tonight we're going to go for 9. A very cold night for us ahead as the clouds will break up out there this evening. Already it's getting a little chilly, right? 25 in Rhinelander, 27 for Antigo, 33 still in Wapaka, though, the warm spot. But don't you worry, the clouds are breaking up right now. That will send temperatures crashing into the single digits for a few by tomorrow morning. Looking outside now, the rain and snow is pushing off to the east. See you later behind it. These skies are going to open up this night. That allows for radiational cooling, and that means really cold temperatures for us this evening. Your forecast tonight then is partly cloudy skies and just cold with low temperatures down near 9. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. The Stevens Point Police and Fire Commission is set to issue a state of emergency in wake of a rash of COVID-19 cases within the department. The declaration will provide Fire Chief Robert Finn with the authority to do whatever he needs to ensure the fire department maintains safe levels of staffing and service. Also allows the fire chief to modify established work schedules if needed. Stevens Point Police and Fire Commission is authorized under state statutes to oversee operations of the fire department. Jefferson Elementary School in Merrill has announced they are temporarily closing their doors starting today. Jefferson will remain shut down through November 6th. Quarantine numbers, they say, will be monitored daily. Jefferson's temporary closure does not affect the other buildings in the Merrill School District, at least not yet. Merrill Area Superintendent says he is hopeful that quarantine cases will decrease the number in the district and allow them to return safely on November 9th. Wisconsin Public Service Commissions voted 2-1 to ban all utility disconnections until next spring. That means water, heat, electricity will not be shut off until the end date, at least for now, of April 15th, was originally set to end on November 1st. The state's regular home heating moratorium begins. However, the issue is the winter moratorium does not include water, just gas and electric. The decision to add water to the extended disconnections is mainly because of the state of the pandemic, they say, with cases surging across the state.
Water service serves as the foundation for our most basic hygiene practices. To turn off water service or electric service or gas service during a public health emergency would only serve to exacerbate that public health emergency.
Now, on top of that, officials are making it clear while they have a break from on-time payments right now, customers are still responsible for the energy they use in their home.
The prohibition on disconnecting is not in any way, shape, or form a free pass to tell customers who have the ability to pay that now they have until April. If you add on, late payment charges and everything else, you could potentially be putting yourself in a worse position.
Utility company Wisconsin Public Service adds customers can lower their energy bill by following certain tricks, like keeping the thermostat lower when you sleep or you're out of the house, cleaning your filter on your furnace or heating systems, and covering any drafts from windows or doorways. It's no secret Halloween will look a bit different this year because of COVID-19. Health experts are offering some advice on how you can celebrate safely. UW health experts advise against large gatherings, things like parties. They suggest people avoid traditional trick-or-treating as well. They recommend instead of in-person gatherings, take part in a virtual costume contest. Do some games within your household. They also remind folks that some of the common Halloween safety tips are still good ideas. Choose non-toxic face paint. Use glow sticks instead of candles for your jack-o'-lanterns. Nicolay College District Board Appointment Committee has accepted applications to fill an interim open seat on the college's 9-member Board of Trustees. State guidelines dictate specific criteria for board members to ensure fair and equal representation across the Nicolay District. The open seat is for an Oneida County employer or an employer residing in a portion of Langlade County that's within the Nicolay College District. This interim position will commence January 19th of next year. It'll expire June 30th, 2022. Applications and additional information are available on the Nicolay College website. Notarized applications must be in by 4 p.m. November 10th. Candidates must also be available to attend a virtual district board appointment committee meeting on 10 a.m. on December 8th. We're now just 8 days until the election, and early numbers show people are voting with absentee ballots in record numbers this year all across the country. Well, some people have expressed some concerns about the safety of in-person voting on Election Day. Attorney General Josh Cull assures voters there will be safe, secure, and reliable elections in Wisconsin.
Voter intimidation is a crime, and if anybody engages in voter intimidation, which could include the use of force or a threat to use force to prevent somebody from voting, they should be prepared to be investigated and to spend time behind bars.
If you are at a polling location and feel threatened, election officials recommend you find a polling official or local law enforcement to handle the situation.
I mentioned that there are criminal prohibitions against voter intimidation, but the other thing that's important to know is that our election officials are authorized to take the steps that they need to protect an orderly process when voting is happening.
So again, that's voting in person. As far as absentee is concerned, the Wisconsin Elections Commission reports as of this morning, about 1.3 million absentee ballots have been returned across the state. To commemorate the upcoming Veterans Day, veteran organizations will be gathering at bunkers in Wausau on November 11th for a ceremony. They plan to hold the ceremony outside beginning at 10:30 that morning at the Veterans Memorial Wall. Public is invited, and social distancing and masks will be encouraged. No meal will be provided this time, though, due to the current health conditions. You can bring a lawn chair, though, if you would like. A Northwoods native has found her 15 minutes of fame. She hopes to go much longer than that. She's singing on a popular reality show this fall. Let's take a close look at her journey and hear a little bit about how she got there. That's After Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Save today on Menard's great selection of outdoor power equipment. We're here to help you choose with confidence that you're getting the best. Get outside and power through the cold quickly and effortlessly with a Briggs & Stratton snowblower. With many models and features to choose from, you'll be equipped to take on whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Save today with 11% off all Briggs & Stratton snowblowers now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It could be you, could be your neighbor. Nearly half of us have a pre-existing condition. And right now, most have insurance. But Derek Van Orden called the Affordable Care Act a disaster. The plan he supports would allow insurance companies to deny coverage for people with pre-existing conditions and charge people over 50 thousands of dollars more. Van Orden's plan is simple. Don't get sick. Derek Van Orden doesn't care about us. House Majority PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
During Jeep Adventure Days at Brickner's Park City Jeep in Merrill, lease the all-new 2021 Jeep Cherokee Latitude Luxe for just $379 a month with only $379 due at signing for a loaded leather-equipped 4x4 Cherokee on a 48-month, 40,000-mile lease. We have the Jeeps, with over 50 in stock or on the way. Jeep Renegade Latitude 4x4s for only $269 a month with only $269 due at signing. Brickner's Park City Jeep Chrysler Dodge and Ram in Merrill, 1-800-499-JEEP or on the web at bricknersparkcity.net. Tax title service fees extra to qualified credit.
It's that time of year when Madison politicians try to rewrite history. Well, Patrick Teston's not fooling anyone. After he took their cash, Teston helped the insurance companies score, single-handedly blocking protections for people with pre-existing conditions. And when Foxconn came knocking, Teston voted to give them billions of our taxpayer dollars for nothing in return. No accountability, no guaranteed jobs. In Madison, Teston's working for the special interests, not us. And that's the T.
Well, with the time change on Sunday, the sun will set well before 5 o'clock, so still a couple of days left before it sets that early. Tonight, though, lots of cold temperatures. This morning, we had lows down near 24 in Rhinelander, 23 for Antigo, even a couple of 30s sprinkled in here. We are not going to do that tonight. We're going to have low temperatures tonight down in the single digits for a few of you, especially north of Highway 8, where there is still a snowpack on the ground. No snowpack here in Plover right now, just a calm wind out there, but look at the clouds retreating. That means radiational cooling for us tonight, and it's going to be a very cold night across the entire area. The average high now is still 49, record high being 75, and today the sunset at 5:53, but that's going to change very quickly with the time change on Sunday. Okay, so this is all we did today. Even some pictures being sent in earlier of a couple lakes getting ice on it now. And that'll multiply tonight because we'll have low temperatures in the single digits with a mostly calm wind. That's going to make some ice very quickly across the area this evening. Already it's 25 in Rhinelander, 26 for Tomahawk, 28 for Point. So this is not normal. We should be up near 50 and nobody was there today and we are not alone. Look across the Midwest right now. Pierre 17, Bismarck 21, Rapid City 12. So we're going to get a taste of that tonight before things begin to moderate around here. It's going to get warmer before it gets cooler again. So here's that trend. So tomorrow 34, 43 though for Wednesday. Remember last week I stood here on Monday and we had temperatures basically low 30s all week. Well, look what's out there now. We have low 40s in there, including on Saturday, which is Halloween. We could see high temperatures near 47. All right, here's our problem though. The wind is out of the northwest right now. Tomorrow, it's going to shift out of the south. That's going to get a little gusty too. We could see wind gusts tomorrow near 25 miles per hour. That will make high temperatures in the low 30s feel like mid-20s throughout the day tomorrow. Looking outside right now, the back edge of the clouds are across here in parts of central and southern parts of Wisconsin, pushing away from us. Still a few low clouds in here right now, but they're going to fall apart very quickly now that the sun is set, and we are in for mostly clear skies to at least partly cloudy skies tonight and some very cool temperatures because the storm track is now shifted to the south of us. Remember, for weeks it was up here. Well, now it's down here, and this system right there is bringing snow to parts of Oklahoma, into Arkansas, Illinois, Illinois into Ohio today. For us, though, not so much. There's lots of cold air in place and high pressure building in. So far this snow season, 10.5 inches of snow. We're going to hold that right there for at least the next 5 or 6 days as we have no precipitation in the 7-day forecast. Your forecast for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies and just cold. Low temperatures down near 9 with a southwest breeze around 5. For tomorrow, all right, so 34, but that's a bit misleading because the southwest wind's going to gust near 25, making that 34 feel like mid-20s throughout the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture Mattress shows a dry stretch of weather ahead. There we are on Halloween, 47, and the time change on Sunday with a high temperature of 41. Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Eagle River, of course, is world famous for its snowmobiling, but one Northwoods native is trying to put the town on the map for a different reason. Eagle River native Madeline Conser is appearing on season 19 of NBC's hit show The Voice. The 24-year-old relocated to Nashville to pursue her music dreams, which she says was a quick trip.
Packed up an entire trailer with my car, mattress, everything, and then moved to Nashville, just like boom, withdrew from college.
The Voice airs right here on NBC. Next episode is tonight at 7, so root for Madeline. It's the final week leading up to the election, and both candidates are making stops on the campaign trail this week. We will check in on President Trump and former VP Joe Biden and when they might be in our neck of the woods. Coming up.
He coddled the communists, sided with socialists. Now, Joe Biden is lying. He will raise taxes on the middle class, and his liberal agenda will cost millions of jobs. Because he's a career politician, past his prime, too weak to rebuild our nation. But we won't let him. We will build a better future with courage, with strength, because we are America, and Donald Trump is our president. America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I can't do another 4 years of this. I can't. There's never been more divisiveness in this country. It's frightening and sad. That was Trump's whole thing. You know, take the politics out of it and run it like one of his businesses. I know people were looking for that kind of change, but it's not working. You know, we've only gotten more in debt. We have this virus now out of control, people out of work, no health care. How is that helping people? We need someone that knows what they're doing, and I think it's Biden. I know he will listen to the experts. That's what we need. I trust him 100% to get this under control. He has the capability to bring us back together.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
What is the Renewal by Andersen replacement window difference? It's the quality and reliability that comes from our 25-year legacy of excellence. Add lasting comfort and style to your home with our custom-built replacement windows and save big during our 25th anniversary celebration. Call now. Schedule your free window diagnosis, and for a limited time, take advantage of this money-saving offer plus special financing. Installation is always included. Call Renewal by Andersen today. The better way to a better window.
It's that time of year when Madison politicians try to rewrite history. Well, Patrick Teston's not fooling anyone. After he took their cash, Teston helped the insurance companies score, single-handedly blocking protections for people with pre-existing conditions. And when Foxconn came knocking, Teston voted to give them billions of our taxpayer dollars for nothing in return. No accountability, no guaranteed jobs. In Madison, Teston's working for the special interests, not us. And that's the T.
Vice President Mike Pence is set to make a visit to Mosinee this Wednesday to give a speech at Central Wisconsin Airport. Former Vice President Joe Biden is scheduled to visit Wisconsin on Friday, though we still don't know when or where. With just 8 days until the election, Alice Barr has the latest on the campaign trail.
In the last full week on the trail before Election Day, with a record number of ballots already cast, two very different campaigns are coming down to the wire. President Trump barnstorming Pennsylvania with 3 appearances in that must-win state today.
We win Pennsylvania, we win the whole thing. You got to get out there.
Joe Biden remains in Delaware today. He's made just 26 trips outside his home state since August to limit COVID risk for himself and his supporters. Running mate Kamala Harris today attacking the Trump administration's response to the pandemic.
We have witnessed the greatest failure of any presidential administration in the history of our country.
It comes as Vice President Mike Pence is campaigning in Minnesota today, despite 5 close aides testing positive for the virus. The vice president tested negative, and the White House is defending his travel schedule, calling him an essential worker. Coronavirus cases are now soaring across the country as President Trump continues to insist we're turning the corner, and the White House tries to clarify controversial comments from Chief of Staff Mark Meadows.
We're not going to control the pandemic. We are going to control the fact that we get vaccines, therapeutics, and other mitigation.
Biden calling that waving the white flag of defeat.
Well, the only person waving a white flag along with his white mask is Joe Biden.
A sprint to the finish with the pandemic posing dangerous hurdles along the way.
It isn't always easy living in the Northland. Up here, we have to count on our neighbors and let them know they can always count on us. I have the honor of serving our community in the state assembly. Down there, I'm fighting to make healthcare more affordable and broadband more accessible. My opponent has other ideas. He wants to help companies like Foxconn give tax cuts and bailouts to billionaires, leaving us behind. I'm Beth Myers, and you can always count on me.
Because of this, we built Ford Super Duty to be the most capable heavy-duty pickup ever. Because of this, we built Ford F-150 with 375 horsepower. Because of this, we built Ford Ranger with the terrain management system. And because Ford trucks are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Now lease a built Ford Tough F-150 STX for just $299 a month.
Here's how my plan works. Anyone making less than $400,000 a year won't pay a penny more. But I'm going to ask the very big corporations to pay their fair share. We're going to invest in creating millions of good-paying jobs. We're going to ease the burden of the major costs in your life. Healthcare. We're going to protect Social Security, increase the benefits for millions of seniors. When I announced I was running, I said that's the reason, to rebuild the backbone of this country. Hard-working folks in the middle class. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Where is the person who was singing?
I cannot believe what I'm hearing and seeing right now.
Wow! The Voice, new tonight and tomorrow on NBC.
Tonight, Jane turns up the heat like never before.
Graham, Peter,
Kyle.
You are cruel, and I'm loving every minute of it.
New Weakest Link, tonight on NBC.
Paul Petrowski should have known better. That's why local law enforcement groups have officially denounced Paul Petrowski's campaign for state senate, calling Petrowski irresponsible. Paul Petrowski threw our brave men and women of law enforcement under the bus to cozy up with extremists, siding with the radicals who want to defund the police, encouraging the violent protests and mobs that destroyed Wisconsin businesses and homes. Irresponsible, denounced. Paul Petrowski can't be trusted.
Hi, I'm Justin Williman with Miracle Ear of Marshfield. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
With a lot of people spending more time at home these days, more people are turning to board games to pass the time. Toy company Hasbro reports a 20% jump in gaming sales. Specifically, the classic board game Monopoly has seen a huge jump. According to Hasbro's earnings release, branded Star Wars and Mandalorian toys have also done well. Hasbro's overall revenue has actually dropped a little because of TV and film production delays. Still, CEO Brian Golden says the company's expecting a great holiday season.
Let me paint the scene here, though. Nothing better than Monopoly with a fire in the fire pit, right? With a thing of hot chocolate with your family.
A little board game with the family would be nice.
It's just amazing, right? Yep. Okay, let's go outside now. Speaking of fire in the fireplace.
Feels like winter
Tonight's
now.
a great night for that.
Yeah.
Right now, we have temperatures in the 20s. We're not going to stop there, though, because the sun has now set, and a few of us, are on our way to single-digit low temperatures tonight. Yikes. Typically, we see that in mid-December, but let's go for it before Halloween. It'll be fun this year, as we have lots of cold temperatures in place, and the clouds are breaking up. So with the snow on the ground and the clouds breaking up, and this time of year, we have some cold temperatures tonight. And check out this 7-day. So it gets better. We're going to actually warm up before we cool off again. So tomorrow, 34, but windy. It's going to feel much colder. And then Wednesday, Thursday, back in the 40s, really. And really no rain and or snow in the forecast anytime soon. Some looking like maybe next week Monday, but we'll see. It's still 7 days away.
It's a more realistic forecast this time of year. It looks pretty nice. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 6. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 with more.